What is up, you guys? It's your buddy Josh, and for today, I'm gonna be talking about the fact that is somehow really observable in the Philippines, and that is the fact that a lot of Filipinos right now, and even me before, I had experienced something like this. The mindset that a lot of us have now is we all want an easy life and we all want an easy way of earning money, which is, first of all, it's not even realistic because there's no easy job out there. I mean, the job only gets easier if you are motivated to do it, if you're determined to do it. You know, for me, I don't really know what has caused this, but I could point out a few points wherein maybe that's the reason why this has happened to our community. So, let me first point this one out. When when online gambling started to take some speed in our society here in the Philippines, people became really praised with the fact that they could earn just by sitting on their phone and just betting, just they just keep betting, and they win, they sometimes lose, and then they love the fact that it's easy money, because that's true, that's easy money. Online gambling is easy money. Then there was also this one time wherein a certain part in the Philippines had um, opened up some investment scams wherein you would be depositing a certain amount of money, and then it would be given to you after a certain amount of time, and then it could have grown by it was multiplied, like your money will be multiplied by times 2, times 5, something like that. So I don't really know why why people are really into it. I mean, I won't like to say that it's laziness, but for me, it's just somehow it's it somehow makes me wonder, because those are too good to be true. Like, for example, those scams, they are too good to be true. I mean, where on earth would you find a place wherein you could just simply deposit your money and then it grows times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5 without even reaching a year, right? Like, it would just exponentially grow. I mean, there's no place on earth that it would happen. I mean, even time deposits in banks can't do that. So that's why I wonder, why do we fall for this? Like, why do we fall for these kind of scams wherein right off the bat it already looks like a scam, and you don't need somebody to tell you that it's a scam because it's very obvious. But again, yeah, most probably because the mindset that most people has is that they want an easy life, they want easy money. It really frustrates me, because let me share you a personal story that relates to this. So when I was still in college, I somehow experienced reality. So what happened was, when I was around in second year in my college, I had a really rough time in my life. Like, I really hit rock bottom. I was so hard headed that my mother has been left with no choice but to temporarily evict me out of the house. So I had to find ways on how to make my ends meet, how to survive every day. So I've been looking for work. So the first job that I landed was with a BPO company for 4 months. Then right after that, I patched up things with my mother and my family, and then I went back to our house. So during that time, I really realized that life isn't easy. Like, you can make it easier with your methods, but life itself ain't easy. Life itself is a constant challenge, and even after that, I was still constantly challenged, even now. Because after I graduated with a with my psychology degree, I failed the board exam, and then after failing the board exam, I was actually stuck in deciding what's next with my life. Like, what do I do next? I mean, I can't immediately secure a job because I don't have enough experience, and I also um cannot be working any other job since I have a degree and I want to grow on that. So what happened was I was left with no choice but to apply for an online job, I think, and that was as an eBay store manager, and and let me tell you guys, it didn't pay big. Okay, it didn't pay big. I was earning around 2,000 pesos every 2 weeks, and that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. I wasn't happy. I really felt, and I really told myself that I won't be I won't be staying at this level. I want to grow. I want a job wherein it has growth. So what I did after that was actually upskill myself. So first upgrade that I took for myself was I started, or I enrolled in a certain educational institution here in the Philippines, in Davao to be specific, and I took up a master's degree in clinical psychology. Then the next upgrade that I took for myself is that I took online courses for the skills that are vital to become a virtual assistant. So from content creation, social media marketing, digital marketing, I took courses like that. And to tell you honestly, guys, those are all free. I didn't spend even a single peso on that. All right. And it doesn't really need you to have a computer, to have a laptop. A cell phone is enough. So after all that upgrade that I did to myself, I landed a secure job. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm a YouTube video maker for a certain client, and I'm also a social media marketing personnel and a dispatcher for a certain client also. So I have two clients. So I really realize right now, especially that I have already started paying bills, started to somehow buy things that make living better. Like for example, an air conditioning unit, a better PC. I really realized that life is a challenge, and you the mindset, the easy life, easy cash mindset doesn't really work. Like that is non-existent. And I don't know how these people with these mindsets survive. Because to tell you honestly, it's it's somehow it's somehow foolish to think like that. Like to think that there would be a job out there that's easy enough, that fits you perfectly, and that would earn you big cash. To tell you honestly, I'm not even really good at video editing. I'm not even really good with my creativity and stuff. But I learned. I really did learn so that I could fit with the job. I didn't look for a job that perfectly fits me because that also doesn't exist. So that's what I want to point out right now, guys. That, you know, if you want to earn big, you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta upscale. You gotta learn more things. You gotta explore more things so that you could be a person who fits the job. Because, like, for example, one of the highest paying jobs right now is being a content creator. And how could you be a content creator if you don't know how to edit videos? If you don't know how to set up an audio system or even a mic system? If you don't know how to use the software? So basically, there's nothing like an easy life and an easy cash. Though I won't say life is really, like super hard, because that's already a given. Being alive is a challenge. Going through life is already a challenge. And I think nobody could say that it's an easy life. Even the richest people, they don't really have an easy life. We might think that they live easy because they have a lot of cash, but that's not the case. Because they also have problems of their own. Everybody has the problems of their own, and that's why we really need to upskill. We shouldn't be um we shouldn't be staying on the mindset that we just simply have to look for easy ways of like easy ways to earn big, because there's nothing sustainable that runs on that mindset or that business model. So I don't know, guys. Maybe you have opinions. Why do people do this? And one more thing that I want to point out that most probably influences this mindset here in the Philippines is that a lot of famous content creators, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of famous figures on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever that is promoting online gambling. Okay, I'm not really against online gambling because I don't even gamble myself, but I'm not against that. Okay, it's their business. I don't give a shit about it. But for me is that maybe these content creators could somehow moderate how they promote that stuff, because the Philippines is a third world country. Okay, I live in a third world country because I'm in the Philippines, and earning a living in the Philippines is already hard. And being a person who enjoys online gambling will make the situation harder. Because yes, you may tell me that, hey, I win. Yeah, I sometimes lose, but I win. Have you ever thought of, investing that money into something that really is that is way more worth to invest in than, online gambling, like just throwing your money out of the window, right? I mean, if you have, for example, this happened a few weeks ago. I think a month has already passed, wherein Bitcoin has skyrocketed, right? So I have a friend who actually tried to invest, just a simple amount. I think it was around 1,500 pesos. He invested it. He put it in a certain crypto platform on his phone, and then he bought Bitcoin. So it was that Bitcoin was already holding up there for maybe around for more than 6 months. It wasn't growing because Bitcoin was bearish in the past year, right? Now, when Bitcoin suddenly skyrocketed, I tell you seriously, he earned a chunk of cash, and that may sound easy, right? But he earned that 1,500 pesos from sidelines, from fixing computers, from cleaning computers, from maintaining computers, that kind of stuff. So he was really happy, and I thought to myself, that's supposed to be the way on how you manage your money. Don't think that when you win an online gambling, you actually win. Yes, you actually win the money, but in the long run, if you look how much you spend with online gambling, with investment scams popping out of nowhere, when you lose that money, that's already lost. Like, you cannot. There's no chase to that. You're already left with a heap of nothing. You're left with an empty wallet, a frustrated heart, and a stressed mind because you just lost a chunk load of your money in online gambling, in investment scam, and yada yada. So, what I want to point out now, guys, is don't ever forget to upskill yourself. At any way, there are free online courses, there are people offering free seminars, free workshops, so that you could upskill yourself, maybe learn some new skills, maybe try to discover that your talents, because those are the things that could really help you to earn big in the future, especially for the younger generations. Upskill yourself, don't stop learning. As much as possible, take every learning opportunity that you have, even as simple as knowing how to drive. That's already an upskill. So just find your purpose, upskill yourself, and don't ever stop that, because that will lead you to success, okay, and to stability. that's the recipe to it. There's no such thing as just sitting around betting all day, or just sitting around waiting for somebody to introduce um an investment to you. That's not gonna happen. I mean, I've never tried gambling before, since here in our household that is not really acceptable. But I was just, observing, and it really saddens me, because whenever I scroll through my phone, especially when I have some free time, I check my Facebook. And then I'm just a normal person, so I also get stuck in the reels. And when I see these content creators, they really promote, like, hey, sign up through my link and you'll win big. Sign up through my link, you'll win big. I understand that they're promoting that because they're making money out of that promotion, because that online gambling company has been in agreement with them, but that company hasn't been in agreement with you. So you might win with their link, but they actually earn from that, and you only earn your profit. And then sooner or later you are gonna lose the games. You're gonna start to lose, you're gonna start to losing money, and then you don't actually notice it because it's all online. But when you start counting your losses, you start counting how much money you have put out, and how much money is not returning back to your pocket, you would be shocked. You may even tell yourself that I should have invested it someplace else where it's legit and stuff. So I think we really need to change this mindset. Even these people, I have observed also a group of people that seems to take working from home, like the common term virtual assistant, or VA, here in the Philippines. They somehow take that as a very simple term for a job. Like, there are people who says that they want to be a VA even though they don't have experience, which is really understandable. I mean, a lot of us don't have experience, but has come to think of it, if you want to be a VA, you might want to research a bit what actually is, what does it actually mean to be a virtual assistant? What are the possible roles of being a virtual assistant? What are the possible requirements or the possible skills that are needed to succeed as a virtual assistant? That's where we lack, because we still keep in mind that our VAs is most probably an easy job. You're just gonna sit at your computer, staring at your screen, maybe doing some Microsoft Word, doing some Microsoft Excel. That's it. No, there's way more to that. So that's why, if you really are determined to earn big, you should really be determined also to upskill yourself so that you would earn big. Okay, I actually made this podcast because I was talking to my client, and he's from somewhere in Tunisia. He's my partner in YouTube. So we actually shared the same sentiment, because in their country, online gambling is also how do I say this? It's legal, and he told me that the people of his country is most of the people in his country are lazy. So I think, do Filipinos have, the did the Philippines start to grow lazy? Because a lot of us, like, just honestly, guys, a lot of us now love the idea of having an easy life and easy cash, but it really doesn't work. So just set yourself out there, upskill, don't ever stop learning, try to take learning opportunities. Search online, there are a lot of free online courses, just what I did. And try to explore new things. That's one of the most important things in life. Try to explore new things, and don't don't ever settle for, or don't ever get caught in the mindset, having an easy life and easy income, because that really doesn't exist. So guys, this is the end of this podcast. I hope you learned something, and please do remember to upskill yourself always. Learn always, don't stop learning. That will lead you to stability and success soon. All right? Thank you so much for listening. This is your homeboy Josh signing out.